Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Think Vista with Dr. Akil and Nagina Khan. Today we are going to explore one of the most essential topics in research, the difference between qualitative and quantitative data. Whether you are a student, a teacher, or a researcher, understanding these two types of data is absolutely fundamental. So let's break it down in a simple, logical, and clear way with examples you can relate to in everyday life. Let's begin with qualitative data. Qualitative data refers to information that cannot be measured in numbers. It describes qualities, characteristics, opinions, or observations. Let's take an example: the color of your eyes, brown, blue, gray, or green. The taste of your food, spicy, sweet, or salty, or how you feel, happy, anxious, or confident. It gives us the quality of something, not its quantity. Now, on the other hand, quantitative data is the type of information that can be measured or expressed in numbers. Let's take an example: your age, 34, 25 years old, your exam score 88 out of 100, your height 5 feet 8 inches. So, qualitative is equal to words and descriptions, and quantitative is equal to numbers and measurements. Can the data be counted? Here's an easy way to remember. If you can't count the data, it's qualitative. If you can count it, it's quantitative. Let's have a look. Saying the class is very active, that's qualitative. Saying there are 30 students in the class, that's quantitative. Qualitative data captures the essence of things, while quantitative data captures their amount. Qualitative data comes in the form of words, pictures, objects, or symbols. It's like describing something with details and feelings. The room looks bright and cheerful. It's an example of qualitative data. What is quantitative data? Quantitative data, however, comes in numbers and statistics. Let's take an example. The room has 4 windows and 6 lights. So, qualitative describes what it's like, while quantitative tells us how much of it exists. Qualitative data answers the questions like how and why. For example, how do students feel about online learning? Why do people prefer using smartphones over laptops? Quantitative data, on the other hand, answers how many, how much, and how often. For example, how many students attended the online class? How much time did they spend studying? How often do they use their phones? Let's make it super clear with examples you can easily relate to. Qualitative data: hair color, black, brown, blonde. Quantitative data: hair length, 25 centimeter. Let's take another example: food taste, spicy, sweet, bitter. And quantitative data is calories in food. It is equal to 200 calories. Opinion: the lecture was interesting. And quantitative data: number of lecture in a week. Qualitative data is feedback: the service was slow. And quantitative data is waiting time is 15 minutes. So qualitative gives you the description and quantitative gives you the measurement. The purpose of qualitative analysis is to understand, explain, and interpret human behavior or social patterns. For instance, if you are studying how people feel about working from home, qualitative data helps you understand their emotions, opinion, and reasons. While quantitative analysis help you test hypotheses, make predictions, and measure relationships. For example, it can show how many people are more productive at home compared to the office. Types of data analysis. When we deal with qualitative data, we usually analyze pattern or themes. Researchers use methods like content analysis to study written or spoken material, thematic analysis to find repeating ideas or themes, discourse analysis to study how people use language, grounded theory to build new theories from real life data. And when we work with quantitative data, we use mathematical or statistical methods such as regression models to predict outcomes, ANOVA analysis for variance to compare different groups, correlation analysis to find relationships between two variables, mean, median, and more to understand data averages, distribution and dispersion to see how data spreads out. If we talk about scope of the result, qualitative research usually gives specific and detailed insights, but they are less generalizable. For example, if you interview 10 teachers about classroom stress, you will get deep insight, but you can't apply them to all the teachers everywhere. Quantitative research, however, gives broader and more generalizable result. If you survey 1,000 teachers and find that 70% experience work stress, you can generalize that finding to a larger population. So, to sum up, qualitative data is helps us to understand meaning, emotion, and experiences, while quantitative data helps us measure, compare, and test relationships. And both are equally important in research. Data gives depth and understanding, while quantitative data gives accuracy and proof. When used together, they give a complete picture, just like two sides of the same coin. Thank you for watching Think Vista with Dr. Akil and Nagina Khan. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for more thoughtful and educational content. See you in the next episode where we will bring more clarity to complex concept. Until then, stay curious and keep thinking. Allah Hafiz.